All right, Hefty here. Want to talk about your 492W business contract. Goes through course assessments and expectations. The reason we do this is, again, everything we're doing in the class wants to model components you're going to need in your business operations. So first part here with the contract, it's forward. A contract governs the work and assessment of the assigned projects and deadlines. So it just gives clarity of that. Again, the goals of the course for each of you to design a business in the health industry, using all the information learned through the semester, and then again, using the rubrics from the projects as your evaluation and assessment expectations. Again, we want to do this fairly and honestly. Going to grade your base your grade on the effort and the quality of the work. Again, the TRI is how we can keep a consistent assessment plan. Again, we're using this inquiry-based learning. Hopefully it creates a concrete experience that you can use after you leave the course. So these are just general terms for each of the percentages. Again, we'll use Penn State standard grading methods with pluses and minuses counting. But again, if you give the maximum standard, you meet that, you'll get 100% for your projects. Above average is 90% or higher. Average then is anything in the 80 to 90 range. Below average is that 70 to 80. Then we get into anything underneath 70%, which is a C grade, becomes a minimum standard, or obviously 0 is none. Again, think of this as a job and you're being assessed on your job performance. So again, come ready to work, stay on the task, and usually ends up being simple way to get an A. Key note here, the only time I round up percentages is at the final, on your final grade. And with that, I'll go all the way up. So the example is if you have an 89.1, I'm going to go take that all the way up to 90%. And again, you can get to A minus. So I only do that at the end, but that way you don't need to ask for if you can get one more point for a better grade. I'm already giving that opportunity automatically in the system. Constitution, there's 3 articles. First one is work policy. Remember, you need to, I'm going to expect a high quality because it is a senior level 400 level course and it's W course. So just expect that from the beginning. When it comes to plagiarism, again, we use the Turnitin system, so there's no way to get around this. If you do plagiarize, you're responsible for that, and that will be reported using university guidelines, so just don't do it. Article 2 then, in work ethic. Again, what we've talked about here is the need to do above average work. If it's none or a minimum standard, then we're talking it's below 70%, and then obviously you're at risk of getting below a C grade. Again, what we'll do is talk about that. Then you breach the contract. And in the business world, if you breach the contract, then you have the potential to be fired. What we'll use for the course is that means then you don't have an opportunity to get a C grade. You're going to get a D or an F. Article 3 then is components of breaching the contract. Again, as we've talked about, minimum or no minimum standard or none, then you're in jeopardy of getting that below C, below 70% grade. If you've got questions on that, you need to be proactive. Don't wait till the last second. You need to request a Zoom meeting with me, and then that way we can talk about it. When you do the meeting, if we get to that point, you need to present your position without arguing, and then we can go ahead and go through and look at trying to reassess the situation. If not, there's no resolution. And then again, we're talking about this job. The terms of being fired would be meaning that you are not capable of receiving a final grade higher than a C. All right, so hopefully that, again, gives you a good example of how to use a contract. More importantly, it's the importance of you are the boss now. You need to read the fine print, know the details of every part of your business, and the contract's a great example of that.